What's up, fam? I'm DKG72. Welcome to another episode of How to Draw Black Hair. This is the series where I go over my tips and tricks for drawing black hair, and hopefully these will help you become a better artist. Hopefully. That's my goal. That really is my goal, but we'll see. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, I'd like to say, hey, what's up? How you doing? Welcome. And hopefully you'll like this so much that you'll go ahead and subscribe and share this all over the internet and hit the bell icon. That'll let you know when I post up a new video and all that good stuff. Alright guys, I'm off subject. Anyway, back to afros, box cuts, and fades. They sound like simple hairstyles to draw, but there's a lot of nuance to them. So let's look at 4 things you should keep in mind when drawing afros, box cuts, and fades. Number 1, keep that hairline tight. Yo guys, I know it sounds funny and we've heard all the jokes, but when you're drawing a black character, it's important that you keep their hairline on point. For an artist, a hairline is a way for us to indicate everything from age to even health. So, keeping it on point is super important. When I'm drawing in the hairline, I'm trying to draw it in a way that it indicates that it's following the curvature of the head. So when I'm getting towards the side of the head, I'll add a little extra curve before I blend the line into the sideburns. Now, this is intentionally done because once again, your hairline is following the curve of your head. It's not a flat line, it's not a straight line. And if you do that, that tends to flatten out the faces of your characters. So I want you guys to avoid that. So again, if you notice that kind of that U, but I make sure that it's nice and curved and then flowing right into the sideburns. So no flat line when drawing the hairline. That's a no-no. You don't want to do that. Number 2, always indicate a highlight. How do I figure out where to place the highlight? Well, that's predetermined by first me figuring out which way the light is going to hit the character. Once I determine which way the light is going to hit the character, that's normally where, that is where I place my highlight. So if the light is hitting the character from the left-hand side, like right now it's hitting me in the left-hand side, then of course the highlight is going to fall right here, and then I'm going to darken in the rest of the hair on the rest of the side. Now this also helps me when I'm going to shadow the faces, because now obviously if there's the highlight right here in the hair, this is the light side of the face, the left hand side. The right hand side is now the dark side of the face, which means I can just add in my pencil lines judiciously to indicate that even further and making sure that everything kind of matches up. Number 3, cross hatching. When I'm drawing a guy with a fade haircut, I like to cross hatch out the fade, indicating it going from the top down. I like to do this because I notice a lot of artists don't really handle a fade that well. They normally just draw all the hair in black and just all the way down to the sideburns. And yeah, some guys wear full hair, but most guys I know, they get a fade. One of the things that I do to indicate a fade is I'll draw the hair, of course, leave the highlight. But normally I'll stop it at a line right above the ear, just a little bit above the ear. And then what I'll do is I'll cross hatch down the rest of the way. This indicates that this is where the razor went and just faded out the hair ever so slightly, moving downward towards the earlobe, and that's normally been working for me. So use your cross hatching, guys. Cross hatching really works, and one of the cool ways to indicate that it's getting light, going from light to dark, is make sure that you spread your lines out, your hash lines. Make sure you spread them out. So the closer the lines are together, that's the darker area. The further out that you spread them, that means it's getting light. And cross hatching is a good way through pen and ink that we indicate changing from dark to light. And number 4, keep it uneven at the top. All right guys, tell me this. Who's seen a drawing and somebody draws somebody with an afro or a box cut and it just looks perfect? Perfect circle, perfect box. It just looks perfect, just perfect lines. There's nothing out of place. Yeah, that's not how hair works. How hair works is that as it grows out, it gets a little bit more uneven at the top because some hair is going to clump together, some hair is going to knot up, some hair may be curly, so the curls just they're just gonna go whichever way the curls decide to go that day. When you're drawing, make sure that your hair is uneven at the top. You heard it when we were talking with Shauna, she hates that, like when everything is just so perfect. Hair is not like that, even with a box cut or an afro. If you notice in the characters that I drew with afros, I made sure that their hair was a little wavy at the top. The young lady, she had very curly hair at the top, and then the young man with the box, I made sure, even though I drew the box just to end when I was first drawing his head, I drew it and it kind of looked perfect at first. I already knew I was going to go back in and distress those lines and make them uneven and make them kind of all over the place, because the further your hair grows, the more it grows out. Unless you're just fresh from the barber, it's going to have a little bit of unevenness to it. That just comes with the territory. Alright fam, so that's how to draw afros, box cuts, and fades. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys really learned something. And if you did, or even if you didn't, and you have questions and there's something that I can help, hit me in the comments, let me know. Definitely want to try to create a dialogue and make sure that I'm hitting all of the important points that need to be hit, especially when we're talking about drawing black hair. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video and you're new here, just like I said before, please subscribe to the channel. If you guys are current and, you know, old school followers, go ahead and like and share this video all over the internet. Now, if you guys want to get a hold of me, you can always reach me on Twitter and Instagram at DKG72. I'm also available on my Facebook fan page and TikTok. That's David Gordon72. If you guys really like what you've seen, just go ahead and hit the link for my Patreon and head over to Patreon and pick a tier so that you can support the channel, because all of that really helps. Also guys, make sure that you hit the bell icon to let you know when I post up a new video. That way you don't have to, you know, be guessing or anything. That'll help defeat the YouTube algorithm. Alright fam, it's your boy DKG72 and I'm out. Next video. Peace.